You started from very early and your grandfather was also involved in the business. I'm sure you've seen the change as well. And the government policy as well shapes how things work in the region, whether you like it or not, that's the reality. So how have you seen things change? Has the government been of help in expanding the business, taking the business everywhere, or does it turn out to be a hindrance? What has your experience been like?
Ma'am, the biggest game changer has been this MSME.
Okay.
The MSME, they have started giving a lot of subsidies to the factories. So if you buy a new equipment, you get anywhere between 50 to 60% of subsidy. So you have to have a pact with the MSME department and the government, and they help you a lot. Before they used to, they used to buy machines based on, they used to go get quotation, get machines, and it should be paid in cost. Now the government is supporting in such a way like, if you want machines, 50 to 60% is given by the government. There's only one thing which we used to get before. There's something called as a duty drawback.
Okay.
That was, so we export goods. So some part, 4 to 5% used to come back as duty drawback. But that has been removed by the government. I think if this comes back, there will be a lot of help for the exporters, to expand in a big way. Yes, ma'am.
So that is going to
Yeah.
help. But as SMME, you're saying some of the government policies have also helped you
Very
as
well, very well. Yeah, and the government has always been proactive to help, be it be the plantation workers or be it the factory workers. It's always been proactive thinking, okay, how do you grow the business? How do you get, how do you help the tea factory owners or the plantation owners? How do you help in a way that, you can produce better teas, affordable teas and good teas?
Okay. And what are the challenges in terms of the skill development in the region as well? Because see, we see there are workers who have come from across the country. It's not just people from here. Is that a challenge? Because this is also one of the strongest local economies in the region. I think 80% of the people are employed in tea plantations. Is it a challenge to get enough skilled workers from the region? Why is the reason why we see so much migration around here?
Yes, ma'am. It is a big challenge to get skilled workers. One of the reasons being now you have you have the skilled workers from different parts of India. To get them here, to provide them housing, to provide them the know-how how to pluck, what season to pluck, when you have to do the pruning of the fields, what kind of fertilizer you use. Everything is it's a skill, and what kind of plucking, what kind of tea, what you have to pluck, at which time you have to pluck, which season you have to pluck is a lot of challenge. You have to have, you have to keep training them, updating them. This is the kind of tea you need, and there are seasons when you get very good teas, there are seasons when you get very good mediocre teas. How do you average out? How do you, even in those seasons when you have a flush, how do you correctly plug? What is the manure cycle? What is the fertilizer cycle? How much water should we require? All that has to be taught to the people.
Okay, so if there is help from the government on that side, it can help in the region
Yes,
as well, the
yes.
local economy as well. But how do you think the government can help also? You spoke about the workers here. How long does it take to train them, and what are the welfare schemes you think the government can provide for them for improving their lives?
Ma'am, one big thing I would suggest is, to have, medical facilities, good medical facilities. We lack good medical facilities in our region. Anything, we have to go to a place called Coimbatore, any medical emergency. Some medical facilities really, to help, at an affordable price for everyone it is. If that comes up, where we don't have to really think, where, you have to, even some medical facility emergency comes up, because everyone, a small estate, a small factory needs about 100 families to support that particular factory, a small factory. I'm saying larger factories, maybe even 300, 400 families. Okay. So, in terms of medical facilities, in terms of good education, affordable education and good education, be it government schools or be it good affordable education is what we require. The next generation of these skilled workers can really grow, and they can reach different good levels in their thing. This is what we require from the government, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And you spoke about the challenges in ensuring that it's a perfect brew that reaches everybody's homes. So according to you, do you think environmental challenges are something that the government looks into? Because there are cases where the government doesn't really look at the environmental changes affecting the businesses. Do you think the government can do more on that front?
Yes, ma'am, definitely, because we are facing environmental changes. The summer has come up early, which is supposed to come up, the summer in this region, the summer comes in February and March. But we started facing the heat wave in February itself. And there was a sudden spurt of growth of crop. This should not happen. The cycle should be maintained. And, there should be afforestation in a big way. There should be proper development. There should be development, but it should be a sustainable development where there is development with, nature and development has to go hand in hand, 100%. If not, you'll have drastic changes. There are many, I know many cities where there's nothing called as winter, autumn, nothing. They have only something, summer, rains, that's it. This is going to affect us in a very, very, very big way. And we have to have the proper, the proper thought the know-hows, how to, maintain nature.
Okay, all right. And about you
Yes,
spoke about this region. We spoke about Kunur. It's so beautiful. But when we mention Nilgiris district, many also, the first thought that comes to mind is Ooty. Tourism is also a very important sector from here, while it is tea plantation, yes, but also tourism. As people who have been here, residents of the region for so many years, do you think that tourism gets the kind of boost that it should get, or you think the tourism sector has seen too much of a boost and it's now going out of hand? Does it have enough infrastructure to support that kind of a boost?
ma'am, tourism brings in a lot of livelihood to a lot of people in and around Nilgiris. So it is the government who should make it more, I would say, make it more comfortable for everyone. Because a lot of families in and around Nilgiris are dependent on tourism. Let it be your hoteliers or so the government should ease in more policies, bring in better infrastructure for supporting of tourism. Because at the end of the day, the locals benefit with tourists coming. So if the government policies help in sustaining these local people, it is better for the locals over here.
Okay, all right. So I'm not sure if you want to delve into which government is better, but what kind of support do you expect from the government on improving things in the region? Is there one particular, is there anything in mind that you think that, okay, a certain government, when they come in, that it is better for the people of the region?
I wouldn't suggest on the government.
The names, yes, of
but
course.
yes, better roads, better
Okay.
water. Waters, sometimes we face a lot of water difficulties. So all these small things, if they take care, definitely tourism will be a big boost, which government is doing. I'm not saying that they're not doing, but better infrastructure of roads, handling of the capacity of the crowd, that needs to be done.
Okay.
Because it's a small town, the roads are small. So much inflow is coming. You widen the roads or bring in. It will help develop the economy of the locals.
Yeah.
If that is done, I think so. Tourism, because a lot of countries have grown leaps and bounds on tourism. They have not restricted on tourism.
Yeah.
They have grown on tourism. Same can be done here.
Okay, so there is a lot of
Development
potential here, which
yes.
we have seen as well, and they've done really well. But there is a lot more that can be done.
100%.
So since we're covering elections here, I want to end with you by asking, what is the demand that you have with the local representative on what can be changed in tourism for your tea plantation as well? Everything that you want to say, because this is also the time when you can tell the local representatives that this is what we require for infrastructure, for better facilities. What is the one message that you want to give out?
Ma'am, basically we need good tourism. So we need the government to take a pro-tourist stand with checks and measures. Of course, it's checks and measures. We need a sustainable development. We need facilities like a good hospital, good schools for everyone, irrespective of who they are. The schools have to be very good. So the kind of the economic development which will hit the region is going to be tremendous, and the potential is it's a very green, it's very peaceful. It's a very peaceful district. We want everyone to live happily, and the people coming in should come in and should be like, yeah, this is the place I want to settle in future. So this is the kind of mentality we want to have for the tourists coming in, for everyone who's living over here. There should be an economic boom, where everyone is helping out each other. The teas are being sold, the tourism is growing, the hotels are doing well, the restaurants are doing well. There should be a boom, ma'am. Because it is seeing the beauty. I don't think so. Anyone, even Switzerland, you go to Switzerland, you'll see the same. You might see the Alps and some snow. You can see the mountains over here, how beautiful they are.
Yeah.
We can really, at a very affordable price, if you can give very good tourism, and there should be development, but that should be a sustainable development.
Okay, a government that supports the economy here, supports the tourism here in a sustainable manner, not just a short-term.
And the factories also, and the factories in a big way.
Yeah,
in a big
of course.
way.
In a sustainable manner, so that there is a long-term solution. We already see the beauty of it, but continue the good work. That's the word. Thank you so much for joining us. We will also, of course, be speaking to the tea plantation workers, find out from them what are the key issues for them, and speak to the netas to find out what are the promises that they have for the people.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.